recent political developments in Delta State seem to have triggered a reconfiguration of the established political order in the state, with the balance of power ostensibly shifted from the main opposition People's Democratic Party to the ruling All Progressives Congress. For the relatively new Obedient movement, which is the backbone of the Labour Party, those developments have been interpreted as a major threat to their growing political influence in Delta State, where, against all expectations, they propelled Labour Party to resounding success in the governorship vote during the 2023 general election. We're now being joined by youth advocate and Secretary General, Delta State Obedient Movement, Josiah, to discuss the emerging political dynamics in Delta State. Welcome to Newsday. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, what would you say are the key factors driving the defection of PDP leaders to APC in Delta State? Let's start with that before we move to the Obedient Movement. And how is this likely to impact the political landscape of Delta State?
Okay, thank you very much. There is nothing other than saying it's personal, selfish interest. Nothing that is have to involve governance. It's all about politics. It is funny that at this time of the country, we are 2 years after the 2023 elections, when we're supposed to focus mainly on governance, where those we elected are public office holders in Delta, whom beg us to hire them to manage our state for us, are supposed to focus on governance. They are busy politicking. What time would they have to do what we hire them to do, what they beg us to hire them to do? Before I go further, do they really defected? Have they actually decamped to the APC fully? That should be the question. Over the years, we've seen where people defect from Party A to Party B. There's always a resignation. Up to now, up to today, the governor of Delta State, the other appointees, the deputy governor, the speaker, none of them are yet to tender a resignation letter from the PDP. What does that tell you? And some of them are yet to acquire the APC card. That tells you that it's just like what we call film trick. The old, in those days we have to watch this Chinese movie. You see their tricks. I think that is what is going on. Let them, if they have defected to the APC, let's see the resolution letter from the PDP. Because the PDP is still a party. They leaving the PDP does not mean the PDP is dead today in Delta State. Our brother Ogidi Emmanuel has now been put in charge to manage the PDP in Delta State. So their defection also further confirm our claims that they are just by the same. That defection is a gang up against the people. It's a gang up against the masses, a gang up against the citizens of Nigeria and Delta. It's just to further confirm that they don't have the interest of the people at heart. Because like what the governor said, he said they defected, their defection is in the interest of Deltans. How can you say you are my friend, working in my interest, but joining a man who has been after my life, a man who is making me not to breathe well, a man who is making me not to live well? Can I call you my friend? That is not possible. So going to join the APC, who their track record has been suffering, inflation, insecurity, what are you telling me? Meaning you want to throw these things at Deltans. You want to give Deltans insecurity. You want to increase the suffering of Deltans. Because APC have nothing whatsoever to tell. Just like what Wike, the former governor of Rivers, said then when he was a full-fledged PDP member. We can't say he's a PDP member now. Full-fledged PDP member. He said, PDP is malaria. You can easily get drugs from the drugstore to cure malaria. But APC is cancer. How can you not join to go to cancer? It's not my words, it's the words of Barrister Nyesom Wike. He said that. I remember that again during the elections when he was begging or campaigning for the PDP presidential ticket. He also said that Tinubu said that he wants to continue the good works of Buhari. What good works? Insecurity, inflation, suffering, kidnapping, and what have you. So my governor telling me that he's going to join the APC. He has already moved to join the APC, but we're still watching. Let us see the resolution later that he has left the PDP. They always do that. During the 2023 elections, we saw people leaving in Delta, leaving the PDP to the APC. They all have the resolution letter sent to the PDP, what chairman. Let them all resign from the PDP, so that we know that they're no longer in PDP.
Well, just for the sake of time, you've dropped a lot of nuggets here, but we know that leadership, politics, it's all a game of numbers and money. And right now it seems the money is definitely in the hands of one party, and it seems like they're getting the numbers as well. But, things change all the time. So as the head of the Delta State Obedient Movement, what strategies are you all going to use to capitalize on this moment, if it's even possible, in order to get the youth engaged, to re-energize some faith, some hope in the party once more, as it seems that the Obedients are quite separate from the Labour Party itself. The Labour Party seems to be going through a major crisis. The Obedients still have, I think, half a leg to stand on. So what are you guys going to do to get more people on your side and increase those numbers in this war of attrition?
We don't need to get more people on our side.
Okay.
We have more than enough people.
But if you don't get them on your side, how do you sway?
We don't need to
the
get them on
public?
our side.
Okay.
Obedience is an organic movement, bigger than any political party. If we have to do, for example, on Arise TV now, if we have to put the Arise TV staff together on a secret ballot, vote, the word vote obedience. For example, I don't
know about
I said,
that.
for example, on a secret, that's why I said on a secret ballot. I didn't say openly.
As staff that work here, we're gonna have to leave that one.
I know.
Up to your conjecture.
I'm just trying to
Probably
use
not
that
right.
as an illustration, right?
Okay.
Obedience are the average Nigerian on the streets. We don't need to get people on our side. The current government, the APC government of Senator Amebola Tinubu, is telling more people to be obedient. Why? It's making life more unbearable for them. So they have more reason not to trust him. The man promised us that if he does not provide electricity, we should not vote for him again. The same man increased tariff by over 200%. The same man told us that he will want to ban importation of solar panels. The same persons in few days told us that he wants 10 billion to get solar panel in Aso Rock, meaning that everybody in Nigeria should get solar. Meaning if the federal government, the number one house in Nigeria, cannot pay for electricity, means that everybody should forget about electricity from the national grid. So who are the obedients? Obedients are the concerned Nigerians who are asking for just the simple thing, the major source of government, welfare and security, basic social amenities. Last 2023, most of us contested for presidency. Obedients are average persons who ran for presidency through Peter Obi. I ran for presidency through Peter Obi. Many other obedients ran for presidency through Peter Obi. It's not those of us that you see more often than the real obedients. The real obedients are the market women, the Okada riders, the taxi drivers, the peasant farmers. They are the real obedients. What do they want? They want a level playing ground. They want a safe country. They want a country where they can easily go to the farm. The man in the north who has not been go to farm because of kidnappers, because of... It is sad that we moved from Boko Haram to bandits. Now we have hunters who don't hunt animals, but hunt human beings. And the government is doing nothing about it because it doesn't affect them. So these people, the average Nigerian, are obedient. And our numbers, if I have to put it on a scale, we are over 80% of Nigerian population, the voting population of Nigeria. We don't need, the only thing that we need at this time is the vehicle through which we will run for 2027. That we will know in due time.
You know, and talking about that vehicle, I'm wondering how the current crisis in the Labour Party is affecting the political trajectory of the Obedient Movement, and to what extent, really, can the Obedient Movement maintain its autonomy and direction within the Labour Party as of now?
I want to make a correct an impression. Saying that Obedient Movement is just within the Labour Party is not true. There are many persons who are not party members, who don't want to belong to any political party, who are obedient. The crisis in Labour Party right now is a loss to Labour Party. Before the coming of Peter Obi to run for election in 2023, how popular was Labour Party? Who knows Labour Party? It was just like a substitute party. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's be frank on the issues. Yeah, Labour Party has been an existing party before Obi came in. The structure has been there. Their leadership is there. I'm a member of Labour Party because I got a Labour Party card. But I'm first obedient. First, I'm obedient. So the crisis happening now is a loss to Labour Party. It's the issue of the landlords who feel that the new caretakers, the new tenants, or the new people squatting wants to take over their house, and those squatting feel like the landlord is not accommodating them enough. I believe in due time we'll resolve that, right? But as it is today, obedience are party members from all political parties, even in the APC where they are defected to, right? I want to tell you that in Delta today, many persons just reluctantly follow the governor to APC, following his defection, because they're either benefiting as appointees or they are on one payroll or on one slot, or hoping to benefit from the system, the Delta State Post, by patronage. You know, politicians have understand that poverty is a tool. Poverty is man-made. So they've weaponized it so much to make Nigerians so poor that when they give us peanuts, we jump at it. Thank God some of us know how not to take those. Thank God God have a way to bless us. And thank God it's not everybody that they can fool at the same time. So the obedience is everywhere. There are Nigerians who yearn for a better country, who wish for a better country, not just for themselves, but for their children, for their unborn children, for their siblings. Right? People, the Japa syndrome is not really healthy. How can a man take 30, 40 million as supposed to invest in Nigeria just to process visa and go abroad? Nigerians are not happy. Nigerians abroad want to come home.
Well, let's talk about the youth of Delta State. What role do you think that they're going to play in these upcoming elections? And
we played it in 2023.
Well, not as effectively as everyone would have liked. So what new strategies are going to be implemented? You don't have to share your secrets, but are you all thinking of re-strategizing? Because last time it seemed like a slam dunk, but the ball was manhandled, so to speak. So what ways will the youth be engaging in politics this year, and what is in store for the obedient movement in the future?
Okay, like I said, the poor performance of the government of the day, the incompetency, how terrible they are with leadership and governance, is also making our numbers to increase. So last 2023, we didn't have enough time. It was a fire brigade approach. Now we have an approach time. So we plan more, we strategize more, we reach out more to the grassroots. 2023, we had a vice president candidate from Delta who was a sitting governor, and we did it. We made our statement. We won the state. We will again. Let me tell you something. If you put all the political party members together in Nigeria, they don't make up to 20% of the voting population of Nigeria. No, people who are not political party members make over 80% of the voting population. And all those persons, out of those 80%, if I'm not mistaken, 95 are obedient. 95 they don't vote based on party line, they vote for the candidates. What can the man offer? What can the man do? It was said in 2027 that we sat, all of us, as board members of Nigeria, wanted to hire somebody to manage our company, that's our state, Nigeria, for us. One man came, who is incompetent, came, he had few persons supporting from the board. Unfortunately, the referee, the umpire, gave him his way, and now he has got into office. We can see how he's performing, very poor. A few days ago, a couple described how he's performing as terrible, and they wanted to take off her head. But it's actually terrible. How terrible, how worse can it be? How worse can it get? And Nigeria is this blessed. So in Delta, coming back to Delta, the youths are alive. Obedience are alive. Deltans are alive. Deltans want the best. It will surprise you. It might not be surprising. That following the defection, 2 youths who were SSA to the current governor of Delta State resigned their appointment following defection. And what was their reason? Insecurity. Now they've told the governor, there's insecurity looming in our region, especially in Delta North. Kidnapping, people paying ransom, some even being killed. And the governor did not, little or nothing to it. Now the question is, what happened to the security votes that comes every month? How well have they combated the insecurity? We thank God that announcements were made that they want to recruit forest guard. I hope that it will be well done. Because I remember during the election, he promised us that we will recruit 50,000 youths to the army. Well, with the it, that's where the Agbado team came on board. But till now, nobody has recruited. Insecurity is not top of their priority, because you know why? They move around with police station, with a whole police station. They have 50, how many numbers of police soldiers with them, so they are secured, right? Who cares about the average Nigeria? People we employ, people who beg us to hire them to manage our country. So Delta youths are much alive, and most Delta youths are obedient, over 90%.
Umenwoma Josiah, Secretary General, Delta State Obedient Movement, thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.